level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I wanna get
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw right away. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Really no hesitation on the part of the quarterback, Mike. I mean, he knew where that open receiver was going to be based on his pre-snap read. The defense did nothing to alter that picture, and that's a great play to start this drive.
First carry for the Auburn alone. Make Bigsby. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy.
Once again, it's Etienne. He's to the 10. And he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. on the ground with Johnson. And up and down, just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Right side, complete to Nakua. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Going right back to Nakua, complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And a good run there. They'll get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Will swing this out to Johnson, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. Come up and down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That'll be intercepted. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Rob. Hey, I'm done. It's on his hunt. Silver.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he's going to be broadcasting up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence will give it to Bixby. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. That is pulled in at the 5. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, getting the job done on 4th. And now it's 1st and goal.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Tootin will get into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Little on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be taken down to the 37. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On third down, Penix. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he overhits that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Go, hey, go, 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 go. Silver.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Rolling right. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job on the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5.
Hey, lock.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here we go.
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 4.
Hey, Ginger. Zach.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll give this one complete to Brown. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Ralph.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. Gain of a yard.
Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Rip, 23. Son, this is hot. Hey, I'm gun. Take right open.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one's complete. It's Jake Bigsby. And a good job rallying to the football. Just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
These are 24.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Ginger, attack. Wings.
On the handoff to TTN. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
At the Steelers' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Lion.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Facial Chuku. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Hey. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught to the goal line and in. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Second down and 3. They'll throw. It's Penix. completion. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Steeler first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go.
The run out of the gun with Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's a Steeler first down. Another run here with Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The throw is Penix. Over the middle and taken in by Fryermuth. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That's touchdown number 31 on the year. It ties him with LaDainian Tomlinson for the most in a single season. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers get back in it. It is 21-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Easy. Read up 24. Read 24.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line.
Lisa 24. Stop.
Back to the ground after the penalty. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Hey, Lion! Hot.
They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. Travis Etienne inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguar. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. It's Johnson. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here is Penix. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Penix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Johnson is running right, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. It's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Hey.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. Oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Lawrence. Moving outside the pocket. Off he goes. He will get this to the 45, a little short of the 1st down.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down. They managed to convert. They'll keep the drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down. And that's exactly.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Steelers.
from the 46. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Son. Hot.
Now give on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
On red. Hey, James, great job.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to 2. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far. What I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, cut 19.
From the gun, it's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They go play action for Lawrence. Short pass, take it in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, go!
And we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean,
they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Hey, son.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. On first down. That's caught. Right side. It's fire move. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way to the 6.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. Second down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Josh Hines Allen in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. A short kick down to the 7. Second and goal. is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Darian Jones.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Well, down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Travel start on the ground. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
13, he's at 24. Hey, Sokos.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy.
Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. He'll pop his head for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ginger,
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
It is 2nd and 6.
Great job. Red, on red. Hey, Sokos, hot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's in! Spatial 2. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The extra point, it is blocked. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Going now, Penix on first down. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That one good for 29.
Steelers first down. A gain of 29 yards.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. Moving to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Penix. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss. The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And the Steelers first down.
Another right here with Johnson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Get the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. They'll go again with Johnson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Johnson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decided to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Hey, run! Son, this is a hunt!
ETN now on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.